Martell Holt is back in the spotlight, and this time it's not just drama, it's raw emotion. After years of heartbreak, public arguments, and failed relationships, Martell is making a desperate, very public plea to get his ex-wife Melody Holt back. And trust me, what you're about to hear will keep you glued to your screen, so make sure you watch until the very end because the story takes twists you won't believe. For years, Martell and Melody were the couple fans admired. They weren't just reality TV stars. They were building a family, raising 4 amazing kids, and showing the world what love and Black excellence could look like. But behind the cameras, cracks were forming. Martell hid an affair for years, and when the truth came out, everything changed. The life they had built together started to crumble, and Melody, hurt and betrayed, had to pick up the pieces. Fans watched in disbelief as the betrayal unfolded, and it left wounds that couldn't be easily healed. Martell's public image suffered immediately. He went from being the man fans admired to someone caught in a spiral of mistakes. After the affair, he started a relationship with Arianne, the same woman from the scandal, and even had a child with her. But that relationship didn't bring the peace he hoped for. Instead, it brought more arguments, drama, and public scrutiny. Social media exploded with debates, opinions, and criticism. Martell seemed to be repeating the same patterns, and fans were growing exhausted watching history repeat itself. He bounced from one relationship to another, never finding stability, and each breakup left him more visible, more desperate, and more regretful in the public eye. Now Martell is taking things to a new level. Recently, he's been posting emotional videos, live streaming his feelings, and giving interviews that feel like public therapy. In these moments, he openly shares how much he misses Melody and regrets the pain he caused. He admits that he wants another chance with her, but the problem is this. Many fans feel it's too late. The years of betrayal, emotional damage, and broken trust aren't things you can easily fix with flowers or a public apology. And while Martell is reliving the past, Melody is living in the present. She has focused on her growth, her music, her brand, and her children. Her Instagram and public appearances reflect confidence, grace, and a life moving forward without drama. The contrast between Melody and Martell has never been clearer. Melody's silence speaks louder than Martell's live streams and emotional posts ever could. She doesn't engage in public arguments, and she doesn't feed into drama. Instead, she focuses on herself and her children, showing fans that true strength isn't about chasing a narrative, it's about living it. Fans have been noticing, and many have praised her, saying she deserves happiness and peace. They admire her for rising above the chaos and refusing to let the past define her. Meanwhile, Martell seems trapped in his regrets, publicly displaying a level of desperation that has everyone talking. Then comes the twist that really complicates things. Rumors began circulating that Melody might be spending time with actor Harper. Some photos surfaced showing the two looking comfortable together, and fans immediately speculated about the possibility of something deeper than friendship. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but even the hint of a new connection has sent Martell into further emotional displays online. His posts have grown more intense, more raw, and more desperate. It's clear that he feels a new sense of urgency, a fear of losing Melody, not just to the past, but possibly to someone else. This adds a layer of tension that has everyone asking, is Martell truly in love with Melody, or is he chasing the image of what he lost? While Martell struggles publicly, Melody remains untouchable in her calm and confident approach. She hasn't responded to the rumors or the public displays of Martell's feelings. She continues to focus on her kids, her music, and her personal growth. Her actions, not words, have become the loudest statement in this ongoing saga. Fans are divided. Some are rooting for Martell's redemption, believing that maybe he's changed and deserves another chance. Others think he's simply trying to manipulate public perception and regain control of a narrative that went completely wrong years ago. The drama doesn't stop there. Every social media post, every live stream, every comment from Martell sparks intense discussions online. Fans dissect his words, his expressions, and even his timing. Each moment feels like another chapter in a story that never seems to end. Martell has shown up in public with flowers, trying to appear as charming and remorseful, but fans remember the history too well to be fooled. The emotional damage from his past actions is not something that disappears overnight. And as much as he wants a second chance, the world is watching closely to see if Melody will entertain it, or if she's too far gone, too healed, and too focused on her own happiness to even consider reconciliation. Co-parenting has added another layer of complexity. Martell and Melody have 4 children, and maintaining a balance between being present for them and managing their own personal drama is a challenge. While the details of custody arrangements remain mostly private, there's no doubt that raising their kids adds pressure to this already intense situation. Every decision, every post, and every public display now carries weight, not just in the eyes of fans, but for the well-being of their children. This is reality TV at its most human, where the stakes are real and emotions aren't scripted. And here's the part that keeps everyone hooked. With rumors of Harper and Melody's life, fans are watching every interaction for signs of romance, friendship, or even rivalry. Hill's presence creates a public triangle that intensifies Martell's desperation and adds tension that the audience can't get enough of. Martell isn't just chasing Melody, he's now navigating the fear of someone else entering her world, and that makes his emotional plea even more public, raw, and vulnerable. Every fan has an opinion, and social media is exploding with reactions. Martell's journey in the season is a lesson in consequences. Every choice he made, from the affair to public outbursts, has led to this moment. The heartbreak, the public humiliation, and the attempts to regain trust are all unfolding in real time for the audience. Meanwhile, Melody continues to be the model of growth and composure. She demonstrates that moving forward with dignity and focus can be more powerful than chasing the past. Fans are watching, debating, and taking sides, and the drama has become a modern social media phenomenon. So, if you've been following Martell and Melody's story, make sure you stay until the end. The twists aren't over. There are more public reactions, more emotional posts, and potentially shocking developments that could change the dynamics between Martell, Melody, and even Harper. Who will come out stronger? Who will win back the hearts of fans? And will Martell finally learn the lessons that years of public heartbreak and mistakes have been teaching him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you rooting for Martell to get another chance? Or do you think Melody has moved on for good? What do you think about Harper's possible involvement? Every opinion matters because this story isn't just entertainment. It's a study of love, betrayal, and redemption in the public eye. Stay tuned because the next chapter is coming and you won't want to miss a single moment. Since Martell's public plea, fans have been divided more than ever. On one side, there are those who remember the love he and Melody once shared. They talk about how he seemed like a devoted husband and father before the betrayal, and they wonder if he's genuinely changed. They point to his recent emotional posts and live streams as evidence that he's finally facing the consequences of his actions and learning from them. But on the other side, many fans are skeptical. They argue that Martell's displays of emotion feel performative, that they are more about regaining control of the narrative than a true expression of regret. Social media threads are filled with comments like, "He only says he's sorry because he got caught," and "Melody has been silent, classy, and thriving. Why should she go back?" The stakes feel even higher with Melody's rumored connection to Harper. Fans have noticed subtle hints in her social media posts, from shared events to photos where she looks unusually comfortable around him. Even if nothing romantic is happening, the mere speculation adds fuel to Martell's desperation. It's clear that he feels a new sense of urgency, a fear of losing Melody, not just to the past, but possibly to someone else. This adds a layer of tension that has everyone asking, is Martell truly in love with Melody, or is he chasing the image of what he lost? While Martell struggles publicly, Melody remains untouchable in her calm and confident approach. She hasn't responded to the rumors or the public displays of Martell's feelings. She continues to focus on her kids, her music, and her personal growth. Her actions, not words, have become the loudest statement in this ongoing saga. Fans are divided. Some are rooting for Martell's redemption, believing that maybe he's changed and deserves another chance. Others think he's simply trying to manipulate public perception and regain control of a narrative that went completely wrong years ago. The drama doesn't stop there. Every social media post, every live stream, every comment from Martell sparks intense discussions online. Fans dissect his words, his expressions, and even his timing. Each moment feels like another chapter in a story that never seems to end. Martell has shown up in public with flowers, trying to appear as charming and remorseful, but fans remember the history too well to be fooled. The emotional damage from his past actions is not something that disappears overnight. And as much as he wants a second chance, the world is watching closely to see if Melody will entertain it, or if she's too far gone, too healed, and too focused on her own happiness to even consider reconciliation. Co-parenting has added another layer of complexity. Martell and Melody have 4 children, and maintaining a balance between being present for them and managing their own personal drama is a challenge. While the details of custody arrangements remain mostly private, there's no doubt that raising their kids adds pressure to this already intense situation. Every decision, every post, and every public display now carries weight, not just in the eyes of fans, but for the well-being of their children. This is reality TV. Martell, on the other hand, seems trapped in the past. His posts, videos, and interviews often reflect longing and regret, with little evidence of moving forward constructively. There's a tension in watching him publicly display his vulnerability while simultaneously being a cautionary tale about repeating the same mistakes. Fans see the stark contrast between Martell's desperate attempts to win Melody back and Melody's composed, confident, and independent life. This juxtaposition has created endless discussion and debate online, fueling speculation about what will happen next. Adding to the drama is Harper's rumored involvement. Even if Hill is only a friend, his presence seems to heighten Martell's sense of urgency and desperation. Fans have scrutinized social media posts, public appearances, and interactions for any indication of romance. The mere possibility of a new presence in Melody's life has made Martell's emotional pleas feel even more desperate, and to some, even more performative. This love triangle, or perceived triangle, has become a central focus for fans, who are divided between rooting for Martell's redemption or applauding Melody's independence. The children remain at the heart of the story. Co-parenting with Martell has had its challenges, with disagreements, court matters, and tense moments in between. But Melody has maintained a focus on shielding them from drama, prioritizing stability over spectacle. Fans recognize that her strength isn't just about ignoring Martell, it's about ensuring the well-being of their children. Every decision she makes reflects a commitment to their security, even as Martell's public actions create waves. This adds another layer of complexity to the story. It's not just about 2 adults and past love. It's about family, responsibility, and the impact of personal choices on innocent lives. Martell's emotional journey also shows the complicated nature of public heartbreak. Unlike private heartbreak, which can be contained and processed in personal spaces, Martell's pain is constantly exposed to millions of eyes. Fans watch every tear, every statement, every live session. The pressure of performing grief, remorse, or regret in public adds another layer of stress. Some fans sympathize with him, believing he is paying the price for his past and deserves a chance at redemption. Others see it as an opportunity for manipulation, a carefully staged performance meant to elicit sympathy while failing to address the real issues. This tension keeps viewers glued to updates, eager to see how the story unfolds. Even more, the public's reaction plays a huge role in shaping the narrative. Every post, comment, and video Martell shares is met with immediate analysis. Some fans cheer his vulnerability, calling it a step toward growth. Others condemn it, insisting that Melody deserves to remain unaffected by his attempts at reconciliation. Social media has turned this private struggle into a collective experience, with fans debating every word and action. This participatory aspect is part of what makes the saga so compelling. Viewers feel involved, invested, and emotionally tied to the outcome. And let's not forget the potential consequences for Martell. Public displays of vulnerability can either restore credibility or deepen skepticism. Each live video, emotional confession, or public apology carries weight. Fans and critics alike are analyzing his intentions, his tone, and his past actions to determine if redemption is possible. Meanwhile, Melody remains consistent, graceful, and unshaken, demonstrating that moving forward with dignity is perhaps the ultimate power move in a story full of drama, betrayal, and heartbreak. The story also highlights the lasting impact of betrayal. Martell's actions years ago, his affair with Arianne and other mistakes, have left an indelible mark. Melody's choice to move on was not just about leaving him, it was about reclaiming her life and setting boundaries for herself and her children. Fans respect this, and many celebrate her decision to focus on growth rather than drama. Martell's repeated attempts to reconnect with Melody only serve as a reminder that some wounds take time to heal, and some bridges may never be rebuilt. As this drama continues to unfold, fans are left asking critical questions. Will Martell ever truly demonstrate personal growth? Can Melody forgive and move forward with him, or has she found a new path too strong to revisit the past? What role, if any, will Harper play in the story? Will the public ever see a reconciliation, or is this chapter of their lives destined to remain a cautionary tale about love, betrayal, and redemption? The story of Martell and Melody is far from over. Every update, every social media post, every live video keeps fans engaged and emotionally invested. The saga is a mix of heartbreak, drama, and the raw human struggle to balance accountability, love, and personal growth. This is why staying until the end of each update matters, because every moment could shift the narrative, reveal new truths, or add layers of complexity fans never expected. If you've been following this journey, make sure to watch until the very end. Comment below on whose side you're on, Martell or Melody, and whether you think redemption is possible. Every development in the story adds new insight, emotion, and intrigue. The next chapter could bring reconciliation, new love, or further heartbreak, and you won't want to miss a single moment. The story is still evolving, and the next twist could change everything fans thought they knew.